People everywhere go. Papa, come and see you. Come and see. South Africa's come and see. Oh, come and see. Thailand, come and hear. Oh, come and hear. Come and see what Niger has done. 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 Ladies and gentlemen, as we all know, Nigerians all over the world are the most criminals. And nothing anybody feel tell me. Nigerians who are suffering from mental health, who are suffering from kleptomania, which means they are thieves. Whatever they lay their hand on, they will thief it. Ladies and gentlemen, Nigerians who are putting a lot of countries in problems by causing them pains, ladies and gentlemen, has done it again in Ghana. Has done it again in Ghana. Just yesterday, Nigeria's armed robbers took in charge of banks in Osu Laboni. A bank like EcoBank, DCB Bank, and also Zenith Bank. Ladies and gentlemen, dear, our Ghana police got the intel, immediately rushed into the scene. Ladies and gentlemen, as they went there, these Nigerian balabers, armed robbers, criminal, olosho, and useless people already there in action. Ladies and gentlemen, quickly they saw the Ghana police. There, the first vehicle move off, take off immediately. The second one now then open fire on the Ghana police. You want to kill the Ghana police for us? No, the police were fully prepared. Ladies and gentlemen, the police also returned the fire back, and then they gunned down two. They gunned down only two. Ladies and gentlemen, now arrested one, and the others escaped. Ladies and gentlemen, the one they arrested is called Augustine Okechukwu Mazi. Ladies and gentlemen, and yes, this is what we want the Ghana police to be doing. Immediately, you arrest, if I don't arrest them, gun them down. Because Nigerians are saying, Ghana prison, South African prison, when they are there, they feel more comfortable than even being in that country called Nigeria. So this is how the Ghana police supposed to operate. Immediately, you don't arrest them, just gun them down, put them in the mortuary, and you just report to their government and say, you have gunned down their criminals. They should bring coffin and come for the dead body. Ladies and gentlemen, and this is their target. Nowadays, recently, the same month, something happened in Kumasi. Bank robbery. They will just go and wait at the bank. The moment you go there, withdraw your money, these Nigerians will attack you and take the money from your hands. Your hard-earned money. But when you talk, they will be on this app. They will open that their dirty, gutter, stinking mouth and talk. And Ghanaians, this will set as an example to you people. You will be in your own country, and these Nigerians will be attacking, oppressing you. And you people will be quiet in this country. And look, more is about to happen. If you people will not reason up like South Africans, when you people are here, South Africa are xenophobic, South Africa are this, are you happy Nigerians are in this country robbing you people of your hard work? When they wake up, we are hard workers. We are hard workers. We are intelligent. We are hard workers. Is this the handwork of hard workers in Ghana? And when we talk, they will open that they are useless water or community mods and speak nonsense. I'm telling you, Ghanaians, there is no any good Nigerian who have traveled. All of them are thieves. Anybody feel tell me? Yes, and I said once again, congratulations to Ghana police and do more. Do more. Yes. Anyway, I go by the name the Nyash president, and I still remain your number one president all over the world. And all the police who went on this operation, the Nyash president, I own you. 1111 big Nyash. And come for those Nyashes. Yes. One him.
Well, your friend is Nyash president. The number one Nyash president in the whole world.
The whole world.
No any comparison.
Hey!
People
Everywhere.
Who want them?
Are you one of those who have decided to leave?
No, I'm not leaving now, but I have people who are leaving, like I have my family who are leaving, and there are friends that I know who are also leaving that I accompanied to come here.
Okay, so when you say your family, what do you mean exactly?
My family, my wife and my kids are leaving.
How many kids do you have?
3.
3 kids with your wife?
Yeah, they were born here. You know, at some point, they said the kids who were born here, that they're going to have a, what you call it, study permit before they can study in the schools here in South Africa. Kids who were born here to have a study permit. I've not seen where those things are happening. Some of our people who travel to Europe, when you go to Europe, kids who were born in Europe or America, so many other European countries, immediately you are born there, you are a citizen. There's no two ways about it. But here they tell you you have a study permit. You understand?
You mean a study permit is being requested for your kids?
For kids to go to school. Yes, they requested a study permit here for kids to go to school. And you see some videos trending online where they go to school to bring some kids out and say they are not South Africans. They don't have to study in the school. They are not South Africans. It's happening.
Is your wife a Nigerian or South African?
She's a Nigerian.
For how long has she been in South Africa?
She's been here like 12 or 13 years.
And she doesn't have papers?
No. There are some Nigerians here, 25 years. Some have grandkids, 25, 30 years. They still call them illegal immigrants. But their kids already have another child. They are like grandfather. But they call them illegal immigrants.
Okay.
That cannot happen in Europe.
Excuse me, tell me, what is your experience being someone? Do you have papers yourself?
I do have papers, but to renew the papers here is a tug of war. It's a difficult task. You go to Home Affairs, you apply, they give you slip. They will find one stupid reason or the other to deny you. You go for appeal, they give you slip. You can stay with that for 2 years, 3 years with slip. Some people have been denied their permit for just reasons that holds no worth, just to deny you
In Nigeria, right? I'm going to make examples of a few countries, African countries. In Nigeria, they have bandits who are eating human beings. They've got baby factories in Nigeria. They've got terrorists in Nigeria, right? Libya, in Libya, they're enslaving West Africans, right? Okay. A few African countries, so you understand what I'm saying and where I'm going with this. In Libya, they're enslaving West Africans, right? In Ghana, they are unaliving the LGBTQIA plus community. So you cannot live freely as part of the LGBTQIA plus in Ghana. They will unalive you, right? In Congo, they are decimated by the RSF, right? Ebola is ripping through the continent, right? 99% of Africans have no access to free healthcare, right? In African countries, we're sitting with governments that are stealing billions. Billions. Governments that are stealing billions, while its people are living in poverty. Are you hearing me? Some African countries or most have no functioning roads, no functioning roads, no running water, no such. So why am I bringing this to your attention? I still stand by the fact that if you're a non-South African pastor, please subject yourself to investigation by the SIU, so they can start with you from in the beginning. How did you enter South Africa? What paper you came with? Did you come with visitor permit or holiday visa? What paper did you come with? And want to check how come you are having a church in South Africa? How come you are not taxed in South Africa? What is happening? Because from the SIU findings, it has found that most of these non-South African pastors who have churches in South Africa, they are using churches as a front. Churches as a front to peddle drugs, human trafficking, money laundering, all these gruesome things that are happening within their churches. We just saw now there's another chap, pastor from Zimbabwe or Zambia, who has 3 different IDs. And yes, he was helped by the Home Affairs officials to get those IDs, whatever the case is, but he was able to get 500 million from City Power. And South Africa is now sitting with electricity interruptions, right? Now hear me properly. When I say we have pastors in South Africa, we do, I mean it. When I say African pastors, non-South African pastors, let me put it through, non-South African pastors, please, why can't you go back to your countries? And the same thing you're doing in South Africa, where some of you will challenge me and say, but we are prophesying, we are 5-fold ministry, we're giving to the poor and the needy. Why can't you do that in your countries? Because for South Africa to be cleaned up, let's go back and fix ourselves. There is no way you are a Nigerian pastor here in South Africa and you say God has called you to South Africa, and yet your own country, bandits are eating people. Terrorists are just having a field day in Nigeria. Baby factories in Nigeria. Don't you think as a Nigerian prophet or pastor or 5-fold minister, God could have showed you these things and you could have been the voice to your government, the voice to your leaders in your country, and you'll be able to either stop certain atrocities from happening, or you'll be able to guide on how to end them. I'm just asking. There's no way if you are a pastor from Libya and you're in South Africa and you say God has called you to South Africa, and yet in Libya, your people are enslaving West Africans. What are you saying? But you'll have a mouth to speak in South Africa and say South Africans are xenophobic, South Africans are this. What about your country? There's no way. There's no way. There is no way. You are a pastor here from Ghana and you're saying God called you to South Africa from Ghana, and yet your own government in Ghana is unaliving the LGBTQIA plus community, because if you are part of that community, it's not allowed. You are a pastor from Zimbabwe, you are here, you say God has called you here, but also in Zimbabwe, the LGBTQIA plus community cannot live freely because they will be imprisoned. It's not allowed, it's taboo. My only question is, sure, are you saying to me that God allowed for you to be born in that country, and then something pursued you out of that country, you came to South Africa, and now all your prophecies are about South Africa and you've neglected your own country? Seriously, is that what you're saying to me? I just want clarity. Because why would God allow for you to be born in Congo, Libya, Zimbabwe, Nigeria, and then he makes you run away from the problems of that country? Were you not meant to be born there to be a solution for that country? That's my question. Are you not meant to be born there to be a solution for your birth country? Instead of turning around and saying South Africans are xenophobic, or let me say, instead of saying, yeah, this woman, she hates pastors, she's against pastors. No, I don't hate pastors. Far from it, I don't. Mine is just trying to put the maths together to make the maths. And right now the maths is not mathsing. To say, the countries you were born in, you've left them, they're in abject poverty. The roads, no proper roads, no proper running water, lots of horrible things happening there. But your God said, come to South Africa. And in South Africa, you're a billionaire or a zillionaire, and you're enriching yourself. And you're failing to go back to the country you're born in, to go and enrich your country, to go and give back to your country and say to your president and your leaders and your government, this is what God is saying for you in this time. This is what God is saying about our country this time. Don't use emotions to respond. Don't. Listen to understand. Are you really saying that to me? Because as for me, I'm really not bothered whether you call me, whatever name you want to call me. If it's going to put food on your table, go ahead. Whatever you want to write about me, if it's going to put food on your table and make you sleep, go ahead. But the question still stands. Are you saying that your God, or the God that said come to South Africa, he's so cruel, ne? Because there's Boko Haram, bandits are eating people, terrorism is happening, enslavement of people, all these atrocities are happening in your country, but God is still saying stay in South Africa. Were you not born in that country so that you can be able to, the gift God gave you of being his mouthpiece and hearing from him, so that you can be able to empower, equip your leadership that side? What is so xenophobic about that? And that is why I say, if you're a non-South African pastor, truly, and truly, you think you are 100% and you've done no wrongdoings, subject yourself to the SIU investigation. Let them check how you came to the country. Because what we're finding is, even we have our own pastors in South Africa, but our pastors in South Africa, shame, some of them maybe they are quiet because their churches are big, because maybe majority of the people in their churches are undocumented people, illegal people. So they don't want to speak much because they're going to lose membership. Some of them maybe don't want to talk because they were initiated into the things that you do. I mean, we've seen pastors from South Africa who told us how they had to travel the world, come back with a pig, bury it in the yard to make their churches get full. These are all shenanigans that they learned from countries outside of South Africa, and they came to one and implement them here in South Africa. So before you attack me, what I'm saying, maybe rewind, re-listen until you understand what I'm saying. We have pastors in South Africa. We've got the fivefold ministry in South Africa. We've got male pastors. We've got female pastors. We've got pastors who can prophesy. We've got pastors who can speak to God also, who are South African. Are you saying to me that the problems of your country are that big that the God you serve cannot solve them? That's why he pursued you out of a country for you to be here in South Africa. What is xenophobic about what I'm saying? What is xenophobic about what I'm saying? And what is so cruel about what I'm saying that will make you want to insult me and call me names? Look, as I said, if you want to insult me, call me names. Great. If it's going to put food on your table, great. If it will make you relevant, great. If it will make you sleep well at night, great. If it's going to give you more views, great. Continue. If it's the first time you come across this face, the first time you come across me, and then you're thinking, who is this one? Mamela, listen here, Mtagatedi, I'm not bothered by your opinion about me. Because your opinion about me does not control the price of rice in South Africa. And it definitely will not help me sleep better at night. But my question still stands. Why? Really? Why? So there's a young woman who made a video saying, non-South African pastors, you are now dabbling in darkness because all your prophecies and everything you're praying towards and against South Africa is evil. It's demonic. Like you are always prophesying negativity on us. And this young lady said, or this woman said, I shared her post, she said, South Africa is standing up now and we're saying all those prayers, all those negative speeches from all these non-South African pastors who are against pure change and revival happening in South Africa. We're not going to tolerate it. You also say in the Bible that respect the rules and the laws of the land and you will prosper. So what rules and laws of South Africa are you respecting? Why? Because most of your churches are flourishing in South Africa because you've got majority of undocumented people in your churches. That is why SIU must go church per church. On a Sunday while you're saying hallelujah, thank you Jesus, immigrations must be outside and check documentation. My question still stands. So God is cruel, ne? The God that you pray to is cruel. South Africa has able pastors. South Africa has the fivefold ministry. South Africa has prophets. I have never said shut down the church. People must listen to understand, not just to respond. I have never said shut down the church, no. Non-South African pastors, subject yourself to SIU investigation so we can see if you are here proper. Number 2, do introspection. Really, so much atrocities are happening in your countries and you are in South Africa, the land of milk and honey. You are making billions and millions and your country people are crying there. And then you say your God is just. No, come on. You can just as well swear me, make videos about me, speak whatever you want to speak about me. I actually don't care. I don't care. Secret, I don't care. But this is food for thought. Really. Baby factories in Nigeria, terrorism, bandits eating people, LGBTQIA is being killed, no roads, no water, enslavement is happening. And you are just here in South Africa living la vida loca, and the people in your country are suffering. You don't even have good roads, no good water, but you are coming here living the impoverished in your country. So are you trying to say to your people that the God that they worship in their country doesn't have sense? Because he allowed you to be born in your country, then pursued you out to come to South Africa, make your millions and your billions, and live a nice La Vida Loca lifestyle, and the people where you are born from are suffering. If you want to write negativity and swim into whatever, please go ahead. I actually don't mind. I hope you have listened to understand, not just to respond. Listen to understand, not just to respond. We do have pastors in South Africa. We do have abled pastors in South Africa. And if you have nothing to hide, subject yourself to SIU investigation as a non-South African pastor. And if indeed your God is fair and just, oh yeah, now go home. Go and prophesy to your president and your people in their country and sort out your country. Do better things there. Don't want to be living La Vida Loca here. And all of you have prophecy just for one country. All of your prophecy is just for South Africa only. As a Nigerian pastor here in South Africa, when was the last time you said, I have a prophecy for Nigeria? As a Congolese pastor in South Africa, when was the last time you said, I have a prophecy for Congo? As a Zambian pastor or a Zimbabwean pastor, when was the last time you ever said, I have a prophecy for Zimbabwe or for Zambia in your country? I know. Me, I don't mind. You can say what you want. You can write what you want. No problem. These are my thoughts. This is what I see. This is what I think. And that is that. That is truth. We have pastors in South Africa. We've got the fivefold ministry in South Africa. And it's about time. South Africa is awake now. Our eyes are opened and we're saying, enough is enough is enough is enough, and we are fine. Thank you. Thank you.